What now?
Is all well?
I'm heading out.
Such a countenance. So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Louise. Hand over the royal scepter. Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, but the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a natural trial to be overcome. The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure but destruction.
Who's the real Charlotte in here? You turn people into monsters and convince them it's salvation. Even Sorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promise protection to your devoted, yet always fall short of the mark.
I have never lied. I swear upon my name, it is one of the greatest trespasses I can imagine. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong and force? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by those who bear the public's favor? One royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic. But what if it drew Magla not from its wielder, but from the masses? That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Magla from people across the kingdom. And thus, the royal magic's power is near inexhaustible. Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries, generations upon generations. Do you know what this means? Magla is mortal anxiety. which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king, simply to stay safe.
Absurd. Then how do you explain the people of the capital going mad?
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike. And that is mortal weakness.
That's who they really are.
In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. Before we achieve resolution, the people must be corrected. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shake the royal magic anew. All the Magla gathered over these months of turmoil will be restored to the people. Those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans. Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step towards a world truly fair and just.
Natural selection? New humans? What absurd delusions.
Delusions? You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged with powers and will burning ever brighter.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you did to him? You would use the royal magic to inflict such horrors on all the crown's subjects?
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But if they give in to fear, yes, they will lose both form and mind. That is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Then, that's your true ambition. That's why you sent Sorba to the royal funeral. You never even wanted the throne. It was all for the royal scepter.
The shows of power, terrifying the people. It wasn't just manipulation. You justified all of that.
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all sense.
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt you'll survive the first culling and move on to the new world. You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve this without bloodshed. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince. Born of Elden blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Exactly! He's nothing like you!
Should you deny me, then what? How would you fix this country? You must have seen it everywhere you travel. Tradition, superstition, family honor. And all those struck down unjustly in the name of such authorities. The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength triumphs over pain. It is not a solution without cruelty. But surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Come with me, and we can realize this dream. What say you?
The fairness you speak of is false.
He's got the right of it, Luis. It's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream costs. And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. But what that comes down to is you figure some people in this world just deserve to die. If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Be silent. I once had my own aspirations. Yes, I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
What's happening?
The royal scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land. Until then, I will watch the world collapse from my perch at the top.
Wait! Luis!
I have done this for their sakes, not for mine. History and the will of the people will prove that. If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent. It will be a mercy to you, at the very least.
If we push forward, we'll be in grave danger. This storm itself is a maelstrom of pure magla.
Maybe this is just what it looks like. When the people's minds are slaves to their anxiety and fear.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant lunatic.
We must give chase somehow.
All aspirants to the throne.
This voice... Your Majesty?
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his own dark ends.
Luis was one step ahead of us. We did not expect him to seize and use the scepter before the final deadline.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be decided. Such is the decree.
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. The bastard always loved making a spectacle of this. Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it matter to you that he may succeed as king?
I had sought death long before he granted it.
You wished for your own death? But why?
The ideals I once believed in. I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic. Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the catalyst. Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed, with form and voice, given life by royal magic.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever the people elected of their own will.
Oh, Prince. My son. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis. That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
His Majesty's magla has faded.
I guess that's it. It really is up to us to save this land's future.
Luis is just ahead. We have to find a way to get beyond this storm, reckless or not.
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now, so we can come up with a strategy.
He's running that way! Kill anyone who stands against Count Luis! We fight for justice! Make them understand!
'Tis a battlefield out here. They know nothing of their savior's true intent, yet the streets are teeming with self-declared military police.
What's a man supposed to do when they're running around screaming about justice with bloodshot eyes?
So it's a crime to even disagree now. He said this was just their nature. I suppose I can see where his disappointment springs from.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as bad as it looks.
We are grateful. We will believe in their support as they believe in us.
By the way, I talked with Nurus on how to get to Luis's location. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and dive in.
That's your strategy?
Think, my girl. It's our best play. But with no time for modifications, I can't say how long she'll last in there.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight.
The road you run is perilous.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even the slightest odds of success.
Right. That place is churning with the Scepter's gathered magma. But if the casting steadily drains it away, then much of the ambient magma should be gone by the last day.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight at the very last minute.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope until the very end. But have we ever done things any other way?
We cannot yield now. Luis's ambitions must be stopped, even at the cost of our lives.
Let's give it a shot.
You worked out some more of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about what happened at the Royal Palace?
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told at the Ancient Sanctum.
What? Bloody hell. That's a heavy hit right off the bat.
Luis knew the truth of the Royal Scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people. That's the fuel for its incredible power.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. All this chaos comes from that dynamics reversal.
Might need you to slow down a bit. So that's his aim. Luis wants to make this a land of humans.
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the Royal Scepter's power. And their horrific transformation is but the end to his chosen means. Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious lengths. He pursues some other purpose.
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home. So, you suppose it's for revenge?
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the Ancient Sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. About how he used to have dreams. Dreams long dead. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything that actually takes a risk. Like connecting with people or personal change. Maybe to Luis, dreams are just lies.
Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands, like those of the world past.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness. If we're to be ruled, it shouldn't be by someone who's given up on the world.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Yes, of course.
You really are committed, huh? In any case, we'll confront Luis on the last day. Until then, let's tie up our loose ends so we can fight with no regrets.
You've done a fine job so far. Time to follow through on those campaign promises, eh? Win this one for us.
Look at what Luis has made there. Unbelievable. We're getting in there, and we're going to tear it down.
What's that about it?
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 12 days remain.
Here you are.
The deadline?
got it prepped.
It'll be fine.
Pardon?
All right, then.
Let's go.
What now? All right, then. Where to?
Let's go.
All right, then. Let's go. All right. All right. Where to? Let's go.
Uh-huh. Fight up.
That's not it.
What'll it be?
What the heck?
Come on, come on.
All right, let's show him what we can do. This is it.
Bravo!
Mm-hmm. Oh. Come on.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
All right, then. Where to?
Let's go.
What now?
Uh-huh. Fight on!
Gonna be tough.
What'll it be? Fight and...
What now?
Oh!
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Feels like I'm making ice on the money.
Bravo!
Look at you.
All right.
Fight another day.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 11 days remain.
We have to. All right. Where to?
Let's go.
Uh-huh! Fight!
What?
What'll it be?
Huh? No way!
Come on, come on.
All right, let's show
I'll
them
use what I
who
must. Not more going to your name, eh?
Steel.
Don't underestimate me. All right, let's show
Oh,
them
power of kings! Some darker arts.
I'll give fast, dancer! Raging fire!
I can do this.
Vishnu!
Let's stay calm. Let's go.
This is it!
I'll use what I must. Rancor!
Fast, dancer! Going for the weak spot! Here I go! Now they'll reach to something new! You hit their weakness!
No. We'll do this together.
Satisfactory. I shall strive to
Tremble before me!
Bravo!
Ugh.
All right.
Fight another day.
Let's give it our all.
The clock's ticking.
What now? All right then. All right. Where to?
Let's go.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 10 days remain.
Come on!
Yes.
It's time.
Trust me.
Pardon?
Where to?
Let's go.
Oh!
Got it. All right. Let's show
Face
what we can
me!
do.
Not going to your name, eh?
This'll be over soon enough.
All right. Let's
I'll
show
use
you
what I
we can
must.
do.
Watch me! Burn!
No way!
This is the power said to belong to a priestess.
All right. Let's
Now
show you what we
accept your fate!
I call upon a royal soul!
Great job, Juna!
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back!
Bravo!
Mission accomplished.
What now? All right. Where to?
Let's go.
Do you need some? What'll it be?
Got it.
Better be ready! Here we come!
That was nothing. Oh, power of kings! Too late!
This'll be over soon, I show you!
Army. Maybe not. Pierce attacks won't get through.
Behold this power!
This might be. This summoner.
Vishnu!
Perhaps I'm getting used to this.
last
They
one!
fell like dominoes. That's amazing, Hiii.
Got myself yawning.
I'll use what I must. Mustn't set a favor if I may.
This'll be. Watch me. Uh-oh! Brace yourselves.
I can do this.
Vishnu! We did it! We've won!
Eat. Three left.
I need to behold this power! Don't underestimate me!
Trivial.
Too slow.
That's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Hiii!
Here I go. It is your turn.
Two more remain!
We're counting
That's
on
how
you,
you do it!
This is it! Just
That's
one
a
left!
for the captain!
That was
Let's keep it
amazing.
going!
Some darker arts.
Perhaps a standing ovation?
Now accept your fate. There's a favor if I may.
This'll be fast, dancer.
A bit, please! After you!
Take my fullest power.
Vishnu!
I feel a song coming on.
Now accept your fate. Die!
I think we all knew how that would go.
Now accept your fate. Mustn't I leave it to you?
I've got.
So this might be a good
Be
strategy.
the summoner.
Do not strike if you're obviously outclassed. Eat. Keep your guard.
Hiii.
Halfway decent
This is
result.
just what I need.
They surely underestimated us. Now accept your fate. I show no mercy.
The next one we'll call just as easy.
Oh, power of kings. A wise choice.
I'll show you. Raging fire!
This is giving me confidence.
Face me!
That was surprisingly quick.
Oh, power of kings. Two left.
I see my
Greater
on a
heights.
royal stone!
I'll use what I must. Mustn't I leave it to you?
Don't underestimate me. Your turn.
This is the summoner.
Vishnu!
This is giving me confidence.
Hiii! I show no mercy! Do not strike if you're obviously outclassed. A wise choice.
Please, after you.
Summoner.
Vishnu! I feel a storm coming on.
A favor, if I may.
Please, after you.
Summoner.
I shall put all on the line.
They surely underestimated us. A favor, if I may.
This might be a good strategy.
I pray you're ready.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Beautiful work, Hiii. Don't underestimate me. One fell swoop. Please, after you.
I can do this.
Heed me. I think we all knew how that would go.
One left!
This will be over. One fell swoop.
That was nothing. I'll use what I must. I show no plus
They
one.
felt like dominoes. That was amazing, Hiii.
I can do this. It is your turn.
The next one will fall just as easy.
I'll use what I must. Apologies.
About to collapse.
Would you finish it?
Hiii's in real danger. He needs healing now. This should be good.
My thanks.
Ev, I can do this. Come forth now. This victory is for the Dragon God and my people.
I'll figure something out. I can protect us.
Face me! Mustn't a favor, if I may.
I'll give you. I'll show you.
Going for the weak spot. Take my fullest power.
I channel my power. Here's what hit their
Let's try
weakness.
this power.
Perhaps I'm getting used to this.
Face me!
This is just what I need. Great job, Juna.
Summoner.
It is your turn.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Die!
This is
Do not strike if you're obviously outclassed. Now accept your fate. I show no mercy.
Perhaps I'm getting used to this.
Face me! I show no mercy! That was nothing. I'll use what I must.
What was that doing?
Eat! Die!
This is giving me confidence.
Very nice.
All right.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 9 days remain.
That means... All right. Where to?
Let's go.
Good.
Hey.
All right. What now? What now? All right then.
Let's go. Really? 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 Ooh. And right, let's see. Really? Hey.
All right then. Where to? Go.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 8 days remain.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Pardon?
All right then.
Let's go.
Now then, what should we do?
Now then.
All right. That's where you want to go. It's your call.
Must be a village.
And it's your call.
Great.
What to pick?
That... This...
Here's our...
You
Far to the map.
Hey!
Hmm? Okay then. Right? See you in a... Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 7 days remain.
Have a look.
It'll be...
Beg pardon?
All right then. Let's go.
So, you got a plan?
Now then.
What's that about?
That's... Ah. It's your call.
Great.
What to pick?
All good. Understood.
Oh.
Far Magla Crystal.
Hey!
Okay then. Let's go. Hey! But... well then. Okay then.
All right then.
Is dirty fighting!
Just leave this to me! That's what
Oh, power of kings! We cannot relax
like
here.
This is just what I need! Amazing, Hiii! Give up already!
You're just
one!
a summoner.
I channel my power!
The enemy continues to appear.
Only
This will be over.
Behold this power! Clear!
Here I go.
Do not strike if you're obviously outclassed. See you.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 6 days remain.
Okay then, let's go. Hey! But, well then. Okay.
All right then.
All good.
Hitting us while we're asleep is dirty fighting!
Now's the time!
Mandible bearing.
This fast dancer! There's more! Everyone, be careful! Only
Now
one
accept
left.
your
Finish
fate.
them off! We're clear! This is just what I need! Sorry, my mistake!
Please go right ahead.
I feel a song coming on!
See you.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 5 days remain.
What now? New skills, new possibilities. Good. I'm still getting stronger. I found new power. Good. I'm still getting stronger. New skills, new possibilities. Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Steady effort is key. I have retained my edge. My power swells forth. Steady effort is key.
Okay then, let's go. Hey! Well then. Okay.
All right then.
Let's check.
Is dirty fighting!
Now's the top!
I don't know how's that!
This'll be over, watch me! When did more enemies appear? More of them? Only
Face
one
me!
left! Finish them off!
Some darker arts!
I call upon a royal soul! Stubborn, hey?
Everyone, those souls of kings, give me strength.
The next one will fall just as easy.
appreciate. See you.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 4 days remain.
Okay then, let's go. Hey! But, well then. Okay.
All right then.
All good.
May I?
Let's not.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 3 days remain.
Okay then, let's go. Hey! But, well then. Okay.
All right then.
Okay, so...
Hitting us while we're asleep is dirty fighting!
Oh, power of kings!
I'll get fast, dancer!
When did more enemies appear? Everyone be careful! Only one left! Finish them I'll show you! Stubborn, hey?
Behold, come forth, royal soul! The magic seed! There's no way I'm stopping here.
See you.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 2 days remain.
What now?
Okay then. Let's go. Hey. Okay then. Right?
See you soon.
Finally. You could say...
Isn't that... I guess.
How goes it?
Hey.
So! I'll see you later.
All good. Let's go see.
What now?
Good night. Hey. Well... Yep.
What kind of...
Let's see. Excuse me. But... let's have faith. Here. Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 1 day remains.
I think this is finally it. By the next sunrise, whoever has the most support will be the victor, chosen by the royal magic.
We've gathered enough support to be a match for the Blackguard, but we could be undone by the slightest change in the winds.
I mean, the royal scepter's in Luis's hands now. Whoever the royal magic picks,
We'll still have to go stop him. It is a feat only we can accomplish.
We'll get it done. And Del, you better be watching.
No matter what happens, I will protect you. 'Tis my oath.
You'll come back, right? It feels just like it did on the day Papa left. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't cry. Oh.
Don't worry. Everything will turn out fine. Right, Your Highness?
We'll see you soon, Maria. Without a doubt.
You extra double swear. That's a promise.
Luis seemed earnest in his wishes, at least. We'd be mistaken to cast him as a villain of pure black and white. But whatever his motives, it doesn't change the fact that his methods amount to massacre. Even if there's more to Luis's arguments than it seemed, you're all my friends. We've come this far together, and I'll always believe in you over him.
Yes, I agree.
'Tis a sentiment you know we all share. Let us vanquish Luis and rebuild our country.
I am glad we travel as friends. I thought that the reason we are less susceptible to the Magla's maddening power was thanks to our mastery of the archetypes. But perhaps it's something else. We just need someone with whom our hearts connect. Someone who is willing to face the same anxiety alongside us and move forward.
Indeed. I too was a slave to my despair. But you all helped me find my way back. I know I'd be lost without you.
Weren't we all at some point? Oh, this is getting a bit syrupy, even for me. Let's just make sure we survive. So the people of a new kingdom can hear our tales.
Then we better have a proper bash once we're back safe and sound. You let the good lady Fabia know we're reserving the place. Hey, Maria?
Okay. I'll ask her to cook something delicious too.
Now that'd be a treat. She cooked this fantastic red grass beater the first time I was here, and it's been on my mind since.
By request, I've pushed the Skyrunner to her absolute limits too. On my honor as a right, I swear the old girl will get us there in one piece. Bit of a one-way trip, though. Can't promise a return flight.
Well, we're used to improvising escape routes. Tomorrow we settle this, once and for all.
We've come to...
It's time.
All right.
Wait.
So we bring the fight to them.
It's a vortex of tremendous magic. The Magla in the air is so dense, I can almost grasp it in hand.
Eurus! That was not an encouraging sound.
Lost. So much for the armored hull.
Come up, man! You have to find a way through this!
Well, consequences can come later. I'm taking off her limiters. Hold on. Come on, old girl. We're partners. Keep it together.
It is not so much a place as it is raw Magla, furious and unchecked. The shores of the hereafter spill forth from the royal scepter, now in the hands of Luis. If it is the sun that proclaims the day, and the moon that ushers the night, then the celestial lord of these red skies, ill with anxiety, is the tyrant star. We await tidings, be they favorable or ruinous. The future of the kingdom will at last be decided.
Close shave. Rather too close. But we made it. But that rattling doesn't sound too clever. I think this is as far as the old girl goes.
It's broken? But what about our way back?
Calm down, old thing. I'll try some repairs. It's just I've never seen her in such a bad way.
'Tis as we expected then. We have no escape route.
Well, if things get rough out there, you can give me a shout. Still got the bunks if you need some rest to pull yourself together.
Right. Let's move.
At last!
Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
This place.
But this is... No way. Please, take care.
Yep.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone! Yeah, nice work!
Come on! Let's push through! Come on! Alright, how's that?
That was brilliant.
Come on!
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
No way! Let's push through!
Yeah, nice work!
Come on!
Very impressive.
Alright, how's that?
You can do it!
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful. We've been spotted! On your guard!
Let's push through!
Exemplary.
Alright, how's that?
You could do it.
Come on! Smash it!
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
Yes, I've become stronger.
Oh, did they see us?
Push through! Come on! Let's give him a fight!
We attack as one.
Formidable indeed.
Don't watch me! Your turn!
Behold.
Looks like that's all of them! Great job, everybody!
There are still enemies nearby. We must be cautious.
What now?
Amazing! We should put that to good use!
What? What if...
It's true.
Please, take... For real?
Be careful.
All right, how's that?
Good one.
Come on!
Such skill.
All right, how's that?
I think we're in the clear.
What now?
I have retained my edge. My power swells forth. I have retained my edge. My power swells forth. Steady effort is key. My power swells forth. Steady effort is key.
Let's push through!
Yeah, nice work!
Come on!
Hey, great job!
Oh, they saw
That's
us.
all right. How's that? Come on!
Impressive.
All right, how's that?
That was neatly done.
Let's push through! All right, how's that?
I knew you'd do it.
That should do it.
What now?
Not bad at all, I'd say.
Come on!
Marvelous.
If you see use for it,
All
I
right,
say take it
how's
easy.
that? Let's push through!
What now? What now?
We made short work of them.
What do you think?
All right.
Look,
No.
Come on!
Damn!
Come on!
Hey! You gained a level! All right, we did it!
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
All right, we did it!
What now?
That might be of use.
All right, how's that? Come on!
Exemplar.
Let's push through!
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
He saw us.
They saw us!
Come on! Cat!
That'll do it.
Let's push through!
Even I had more to learn.
On your toes, everyone!
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
That worked like a charm! Keep it
Come on!
Very impressive.
All right, how's that?
Impressive as ever.
Come on!
I knew I could count on you.
Yep.
Look.
Yep.
At last.
I'll definitely...
What do you think?
Yeah.
I confess, I did not believe you would actually survive the gauntlet.
Oh, please! Think about what you're trying to achieve! Nothing could stop us from getting to you!
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme? Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge?
Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing. An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone, but by the vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed, it would be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty. For my own satisfaction, no less. No, I would not repay injustice with injustice.
Then why? You drew the entire nation into your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
It is true that I was born in the ancient sanctum, but I never held any fondness for that place. The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation. And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit. None other than your father, Prince.
That's...
No royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history, however inconvenient to his worldview. I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave, and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all. As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The Sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own deaths. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire. It was a massacre. It had nothing to do with any hate on either side, or retaliation for any perceived offense. It was only pure injustice. A selfish act of devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never let it happen again. And so did I walk onward.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice dies.
What a lonely way to see things.
That's what turned you so cold-blooded, eh? First I've heard of it, but... Sorry. Means we got all the more reason to kill you.
Luis! You're not describing a nation that condemns evil. You're describing a nation that's entirely blind to it. A land of amoral beasts, not people. In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you. Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
So be it. From the beginning, I have championed world order determined by power. All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it. You are not the sole wielders of these lost archetypes. I am Luis, bearer of the royal scepter. With only a thought, the power of kings is mine to command.
What?
Behold, and I will reveal the secret still beyond you. Come, we decide our world's future here. Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before. All of it, foundation for my new, better world. You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
We fight for your ideal world.
Now
Hear it
accept
now.
your fate.
Take him down.
Some darker arts.
Now for a grand maneuver.
We'll combine our strengths.
Let's keep cool.
Much thanks.
Thank you.
For all that I believe.
Prince!
Even my strength will be needed. We have provisions.
I knew you'd help.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
Let us clean up this mess. Hiii! According to your name, eh?
Steal. I'll give you the performance of a life. This might be a good strategy.
It's okay. We can lend me your strength.
Please allow me.
I do not fear death. And yet...
Good. 'Tis done.
I shall rise to the...
I continue to grow.
Power can be...
Yeah, that feels nice.
I think we've won this one.
So the power I have now is not enough.
The Magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected.
Just as I thought.
I would be a fool to underestimate you, but I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
What? What are you...
I commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I'm to take your lives, I must stake my own, and all its power.
Damn! We can't get close! 'Tis tremendous aura!
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Wait!
It's his gauntlet runner.
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Ah, everyone! That bastard Luis took to his Skyrunner!
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Though, suppose it's too late to back down now. Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here. Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm. Hop to it now! Get in! I'll just fire up the...
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times! Wait, how many are there? Where did they all come from?
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
Right. Understood.
Always were quick on the uptake, eh? No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the work.
Nearest, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it! Hop in, Your Highness.
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line! We must endure this.
Got it! We're powered!
Not good. They're going for the Sky Runner.
Not on my watch.
Let's wreck him!
Hey, what are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Aye, it's true I don't understand you and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Let's go!
Aye! We fly!
What?
A noble must protect his people! Take this!
Finally, I've earned my title.
She flies. Straight and steady. Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
We gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back. You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
What are you...
Let's fly!
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle. I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
I want to stop you.
I see. Then I too will fight you with all that I am. For the sake of this country. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past. Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
I can't listen to any more of this. What new age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy. You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward, trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
The time for words has passed. So be it.
Such intense magla!
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Such strength! How? It's happening so quickly!
Behold! This is the Royal Scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world. You are unfazed by the melancholy. Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
Not again!
What?
Stop! No! No! Just hear me! Wake up! I said wake up! Hey, please!
My obstacles are clear.
The boy
Open your eyes!
is no more.
Wake up! Please! You have to wake up.
Where? Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
I ripped out my...
I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead. But rest assured, you're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world. Do you remember the first time we met? I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway, but I was wrong. From the start. This place is... It was never of that world to begin with. No. Maybe there's a better way to put it. This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy. In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
An illusion?
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell. I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, a fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that. Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page. Now, behold!
Isn't this?
Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel. Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
So the world I know is all an illusion. And the world of the novel is... reality?
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people. Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story, just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality. Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
What will happen to my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe. That world is past any point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing. In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
What?
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything, with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion, all of it. Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure. You still don't believe me. Why is that?
I still have unfinished business.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there. You don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that. Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia. In the place you loved reading about so much.
This place, it isn't a utopia.
You mean, you deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is utopia?
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right? Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known. Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly, I
see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child. Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
Who are you?
Me. If I were to call myself by a name you know, my name is Ethloidius V. I once reigned as king. Or, I am half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain, and gave rise to you and this place. No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth, when first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across nigh endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing. I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
Yes.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality? I can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it. Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is. I suppose our promise to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing. I wrote all my ideals into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
I don't want to turn my back on my ideals.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
I won't hold back! Still up?
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father,
You leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness. Why?
Still here?
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why did you resist it now? Why refuse me? This is for your sake. I will show you. Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand!
Come forth, Royal Soul!
What? So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you. What power to see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here? Such power. Can it be? No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind. To unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Oi! Wake up, Your Highness!
How? Their voices reach you? Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
My friends are waiting for me.
The support and ardor of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the War of Destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
I have to try. I want to know how far I can go.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author Moore, but as your father, the king.
Listen here. That means... however... Yes.
What now?
Do make yourself at home. All right. However... The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality. Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
Everyone! He's awake!
Is he all right?
Thank the stars.
Huh. Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out Hii's, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Huh?
What?
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
We will win this, for the sake of our world.
Allow me to use this.
I knew you'd help.
That helped.
Thank you.
The world of old.
Let's do this together!
You can do this!
How's this?
Safe.
Much thanks.
I'm grateful.
There is no power.
Fight us power.
Fantasy.
This is the power. I'd rather refrain for now.
The world of old.
I was saving this.
I knew you'd help.
Thanks. That was helpful. I'll give you the performance of a lifetime. This should be good.
That helped.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
Our new world and its ideals.
Hold on, lend me your strength.
Give in to our anxiety.
More strength.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma in the puppets.
Souls of kings,
Attack
give
it
me
before he swallows
strength.
more.
The situation is changing.
No use holding back.
I knew you'd help.
My thanks.
Thank you.
The world of old and its rancor.
Master dancer. This might sting. Great job, Juna.
It's okay.
Now they're
Come
weak to
forth,
something
Royal
new.
Soul! Still here? What was that?
So slow. We can't let him swallow them all, or he'll unleash devastating
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Juna, careful! It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back.
I shall use this.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
Thanks.
Now accept your fate.
This is just what I need. Yes! The
Let's stay
puppet
calm.
back was mating.
No. We'll do this together!
I can do this. I shall put all on the line.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
That's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Hiii.
Oh, power of kings! Some darker arts.
My fast dancer! Going for the weak job, Juna!
On you
Now
will.
let's go! Something new!
Lend me your strength.
Summoner! Ha! Use my hit their weakness!
I'll use what I must. Then again... I'll use this!
I knew you'd help.
That helped. That was helpful.
I feel so heavy.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That sight means he's gonna heal. Attack him, or he'll eat the puppets. This might Great job, Juna.
Behold,
Now they're weak
I
to
won't hold
something
back.
new.
The magic seed.
Yes, the puppet
This
man
is
was
the full
mating.
souls of kings. Give me strength.
Yufa hit their weakness.
Now accept your fate! This should work.
This'll be oh, behold this power.
There is
Minus
no
power.
in you.
Not good.
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
We all work together. I must concentrate.
Let's do this!
The enemy still stands.
You think yourself equal to a... No. I'll save this. Eat. Mandible bearing.
I'll show you. Raging fire.
It's okay. We can do. Come forth, royal soul. No. The magic seed. A tough one.
I can do this. Vishnu! I'm sorry, everyone.
Now accept your fate.
Don't fast, dancer. Great job, Juna.
Let's go.
Now they're weak to something new.
Still up?
A summoner.
I channel my power.
My world! My perfect world! Not yet. I refuse. I won't let it end like this. You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Guiaban! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Come on, everyone. Let's go!
Look at all that magla. But still, we can't afford to
Mustn't
lose.
settle for the easy way. This should work.
That helps.
Thanks. I am grateful.
I'll give you... Watch me! That's enough. Now for a grand
Let my
maneuver.
power support you.
How's this?
Much thanks.
That was helpful.
I will fight with pride. Come forth, royal soul.
Everyone is counting on me. Oh, souls of kings, give me strength. Summoner.
Oh, power of kings!
I've got just... I'll show you. A bit much. This is just what I need. Raging fire!
Let's stay calm. We'll do this together.
Beautiful dodge, Hiii!
Take my fullest power.
It's
No,
making
not
it
this.
harder to fight!
I pray
Just
you're ready.
hold on!
Then again, on me, we go together. Face me! I see your game.
Finesse! Beautiful dodge, Hiii! I'll show you! Going for the weak spot!
The world
Let's go.
Something new!
Lend me your strength.
I shall do my oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Yuba hit their weakness!
Tis best used.
That helps.
I've got... Behold this power! This might sting!
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals? Shatter! Shatter!
It's really hurting! Someone help her! Yuba's hurt bad. Can we get her some healing?
Let's set it up.
I cannot fall yet.
No use holding back.
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
That helped.
Let us clean up this mess. I'll save this. Now accept your fate.
Don't I call upon a royal soul! Don't let up now, Judah!
The magic seed!
Feel true
She's hurting! Can someone help her? That's it! I'll protect all of us! This aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
We have provisions.
Much thanks.
Thanks.
Captain, they've slowed you down!
in your fantasy.
Do I owe thee?
Rancor!
I'll give behold this power! Going for the weak spot! Judah!
I won't hold back!
Something new!
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. The Mustari, a foolish people, powerless by their own self-perception. Be gone from this world.
What's happening?
Shut up! Shut up!
Nice one, Captain!
Blindsided.
Feel true terror.
No, my mind fades.
That attack!
Hiii's in a daze. He's gonna have trouble aiming.
This should help.
I knew you'd help.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
I'll use what I must.
It's okay.
Don't let up now!
Let's work together! Still here?
We have provisions.
My thanks.
That helped.
Be gone!
I'm sorry.
Someone help her!
Everyone.
No, my mind fades.
No!
Too slow.
Lights are losing back.
Yuba's down! We gotta help her!
I'll use this.
I rejoin Hii's made that daze! This is He's gonna have trouble aiming! Juna, careful!
Come forth, Royal Soul!
Does it come to this?
Still up?
Feel true terror.
No, my mind fades.
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Hii's. Here I go! Overpowering my power, making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
My world! still beyond me!
Dawn breaks.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it!
Not yet. I have my ideals. Witness!
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world!
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings! It's time to stop following their footsteps! Now it's your turn to take your place with them!
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Damn you!
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia and all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now,
the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... Is that... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within, provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown. Reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the Crown Theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
In all honesty, I don't know what I can do for the country just yet. I'm still inexperienced. But I'll strive to do my utmost, with all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck!
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king!
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it! Your attention, please!
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains.
They've even paved a proper mountain road.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the King's 6 partisans. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researcher's findings to the people, too.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us churchfolk got the boot from the palace. Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything.
You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Chief of all things.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats.
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young Majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How'd Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other Sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect. Not like it excuses all of them, or makes me want to go up and shake a Sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juna would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Let's go. Hey?
All right, then. You're not serious. All right, then.
Let's go. Lovely.
right then.
Ah, wonderful.
That reminds me.
But...
Oh. Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream. And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been? As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work. Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I don't care to be kingly. That's less important than doing what I need to do.
You're not even concerned? Can't you take this a little more seriously?
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, but it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Thank you. All of you. Let's be off.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? A timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer, but he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow! Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you with all my heart. I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.